new Star Wars books from Disney Star Wars coming out on November 10th by 40 authors. Oh, they're going to write about the Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view. Man, I hope that these authors are concerned with legacy and lore of Star Wars and honoring the fans than, oh hell, more racist son of a... So thankfully, Ichibaka left a link to his Disney Star Wars is Dumb at WordPress in the comments for the upcoming book, A Certain Point of View, which is sure to honor the legacy and lore of Star Wars and its fans and how much it means to everyone. But I don't think Ichibaka feels that way. This is an article called From a Racist Point of View. 40 stories celebrating 40 years of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, from a certain point of view, right? Now, everyone heard that line in Return of the Jedi, and knew that was Obi-Wan saying, I was BSing. You know, like Obi-Wan lied. He lied from a certain point of view. Yeah, just leave out some of the critical areas in his story, about Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. So, this is BS. Right? They're just saying it from the gate. Yeah, we're going to give you a bunch of stories from a certain point of view, which means their point of view. And their point of view, as we have seen, oh my God, is awful. And so Richie writes on, in a perfect world, bigotry would not be acceptable against anyone at all, but Lucasfilm's new Star Wars anthology book, From a Certain Point of View, The Empire Strikes Back, has proven to be a hotbed of hate and bigotry against the fringe left's current political scapegoat, straight white men. And this highly fashionable form of bigotry appears to be quite acceptable among Lucasfilm colleagues. If you doubt me, feel free to read some of their public statements made by the authors on Twitter. This group, this High Republic group, like, we're not expecting anything really good from them. At least I'm not. I don't think that many fans are. Disney Star Wars fans are. Those are the ones that enjoy the injection of identity politics and sexism and bigotry, the accepted forms of these, while purporting to fight them. Some of the most disingenuous, hateful bigots in all of entertainment. And this is why, if you don't mind, pick up the Fandom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion. I could use your support. So these are some we're just going to go through some of these many authors. I started out with this one. This is one of the authors of this book. As you can see, he has a deep-seated hatred for white men, and the patriarchy. So I guess he's a male feminist and he's trying to get laid. While the extent of the white establishment goes to protect itself, both banal and sickening. Covington shame. Who? We know this guy's politics. And that, unfortunately, is the argument. It's not, and more so than the creativity. The creativity is bad. When you have people who have a lot of hate in their heart, who are very just terribly racist people, we've seen the type of entertainment that they give us, and it's bad. It's horrible. Snowflake, safe space. Let's be real. All right, so here's a white lady who's stepping her Gucci boots over the line of oppression to get to the front of the line. The Secret Guard literally has a protagonist throw a fit when someone thinks she isn't white and then insists Indians aren't people. Maybe next time just promote some actual authors of color. I hate that term, anything of color. I hate, why aren't people just people? I just don't get it. I don't normally like to take up too much space in the book discourse on Twitter, since frankly, I think others are better at it. But white fantasy writers, a word. Here we go with Mike Chen. Let's see if he's a racist. Yeah. See, he it's something about white people he just doesn't like. White dudes. I guess, the white women he works with, they're all woke and racist themselves and very hateful, so they're good people. These are the people that are writing Star Wars. And it's no wonder none of the legacy fans want anything to do with Disney Star Wars. What are you doing, Disney? I don't understand the fascination that these people have. Star Wars isn't for everyone anymore. These are the authors of the books that are coming out of Disney Star Wars. They are not going to be fair. They do not think of every customer the same. Matter of fact, they don't even want you as a customer if you don't fit their narrative. If you're not the right color, gender, pronouns in your bio, whatever it is, you are not welcome at Disney Star Wars. It is an extraordinary truth of my life that I am biologically more than half white, and that I have no white people in my genealogy and living memory. No voluntary whiteness. I am more than half white, and none of it was consensual. Imagine hating yourself to that degree, and then projecting that hate upon other people, based solely on race. This is Disney Lucasfilm. These are the people that are writing Disney Star Wars, and this is why Disney Star Wars is trash. It's absolute garbage. You can debate creativity all day, and I don't have a problem debating creativity because these types of people lack it. They're so hateful that it's the projection that means more to them. It is the message. It is the evil in their hearts that means more than the material, and it always shines through. They write terrible stories. I'm not interested in it. I'm not ever going to be interested in it, I think. This is why Star Wars is failing. This is why it's failed. Bob Iger, you get out of the office. Maybe read something outside of your echo chamber. Do you even care? I mean, does he really even care what Kathleen Kennedy has done? What the people she has hired has done to Star Wars? So, yeah, that's what we have to look forward to. That's if anyone is looking forward to it, pass, hard pass. All this is going to be a huge, terrible blemish on something that was once great. Or, in the case of my books, showing the fall of Rome in entertainments. The fall of our modern mythologies and escapism because of people who harbor just a gross amount of hate within themselves and have been hired into positions where they can now cause damage. They can attack their imaginary aggressors or their imagined aggressors by providing terrible stories, very biased, just uncreative, with the sole intent of letting you know you are not welcome if you don't think like we do, if you are not as much of a racist, hateful, sexist bigot. It's an awful thing, but it is what it is. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian. Please check out the Indiegogo for the Fandom Menace Volume 2. I really appreciate all the support from you guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and be good to each other. Peace.
The main thing is to protect these characters. Make sure that they still continue to live in the way that you created them. And that the universe of Star Wars continues to grow.
By 2018, far-left extremists in Hollywood had been perverting long-established, profitable science fiction properties as platforms to espouse divisive social propaganda. The vision of these creatives was to repurpose established franchises in the hopes of indoctrinating viewers into the bigoted groupthink of the American far-left ideology. Insanely wealthy producers and adult pretenders set to shame any fan who would not capitulate to their false narratives of virtue, using long-established weight in the legacy media to drive online hate mobs to attack any who dared speak against the woke narrative. Yet there were those who would not kneel before this oligarchy of money, media, and extremism. Those who had known the truth. Fandom is for everyone. The Fandom Menace Volume 2 covers the events of the year 2018 as a group of independent creators rose up together, inspiring the Star Wars fandom to speak out against the flagrant misuse of a property that was not meant to inspire division, but hope. Volume 2 will cover the voices who spoke out against cancel culture, such as the Gospel According to Mark with a C.
Thank God for Star Wars fans. If only Ryan Johnson had said the same thing.
Mecha Random 42.
Star Trek, to me, is a hopeful, optimistic view of the future.
With chapters written by Stephanie Janisic, Smuggler's Cantina.
They're not answering any questions that the real fans want to know.
Jesse Milestone of Mindless Entertainment.
And I'm going to warn you right now, this here thing you're about to watch is probably going to involve a lot of yelling and a decent amount of swearing.
Itchy Baka of Disney Star Wars is dumb.
But this doesn't explain why, after Disney's acquisition of Star Wars, George would attend the premieres of The Force Awakens, Rogue One, The Last Jedi, and Solo.
And the Overlord himself, Dictor Van Doomcock.
Greetings, my friends. Our pop culture is under assault by corporations who would rather destroy our cultural heritage than build respectfully upon it.
This is an historical documentation of a group of people in the late 2000 teens who would not bow to the very worst in humanity, seeking to separate us along political lines while using our beloved modern mythologies to do so. They did not kneel. Will you? The Fandom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion.